My name is Alexandra Slate, and this is my infertility story. My journey was 7 years. Navigating treatments and 7 years of infertility and recurrent pregnancy loss was difficult, to say the least. It was highly emotional and just up and down. Everything was up and down. There was, especially dealing with recurrent pregnancy loss where you're pregnant, you're not pregnant, you're pregnant, you're not pregnant, you're maybe pregnant and you're a little bit pregnant, was hard. I ended up going through 4 clinics with 4 different doctors through the 7 years that we were trying. I was stuck at a point with this clinic needing a DNC, where they would only be able to refer me out to a hospital, and there was a 2 to 3 week wait, which to me wasn't entirely possible. Emotionally, physically, I couldn't have imagined going through that type of wait or going through a natural miscarriage. I was at 10.5 weeks. And the doctor also refused to prescribe me any sort of pain management if I were to go through the miscarriage at home. And that wasn't really those weren't acceptable options for me. Wait 2 or 3 weeks or have an unmedicated miscarriage at home. So I seeked out my own help and found that abortion clinics would do a DNC procedure, which is wonderful that does exist here, and I'm very thankful. The problem with that for me, and I think there's a gap in the healthcare system, is that I wanted to have the fetal tissue tested for genetic results, and I was there on a weekend. So we had the DNC, they had the fetal tissue, and I had to take the fetal tissue home with me and keep it in my refrigerator for the weekend before taking it to the lab at the hospital on Monday morning. And that's an emotionally difficult thing to do. And you just shouldn't have to bring your baby home like that. After my 5th pregnancy loss, I was very done with being pregnant, and we moved on to surrogacy. And we met Trish, our most beautiful, wonderful surrogate. And we went through, we matched with her, we did all of the medical clearances and wrote our contracts. And just before she was starting medications for her transfer, I found out that I was pregnant again spontaneously. So I called her. I said, Trish, I have some weird news. It's not good, it's not bad, but I'm just pregnant. And I don't know what it means, and I'll probably have a miscarriage. But I want you to know that, there is no question in my mind that we don't want to move forward with your transfer. This changes nothing for me. And she said, of course, this changes nothing for me either. I would, of course, do this. Why would I not? Why would I stop? If you're pregnant and it works out, then you get 2 babies. And if it doesn't, then hopefully you get 1 baby. And so she was on board 100%. And we did her transfer a number of weeks later. And I was in 2021. So there was still quite a lot of COVID restrictions, and my husband couldn't come to the transfer. So I went to the transfer with her, and I went with this tiny little baby that I was pregnant with and transferred our other baby to her. And she called us, 10 days later and sent us this beautiful video actually of her with all of these pregnancy tests and sort of our whole journey along the way, and let us know that she was pregnant too. I see so much change that needs to happen for women's health in general, but very much focused on infertility. Just my story about, not having access to a procedure that I needed it's so sad. So I don't think people know that that is a problem. Only people who have gone through it would know that that's an issue. So if I'm not talking about it and other people aren't talking about it, we're not going to be able to change anything. So we should talk.